there! The video that you're about to see was part of my Friday night live. I go live on Facebook every week at 7 o'clock and show you fabulous new jewellery. Tonight I'm going to be talking about gemstones, and stay with me if you'd like to discover which gemstone has been around for 3,000 years and which gemstone shares its name with a dog. Let's listen in. It's lovely to have your company tonight. I do love our Friday nights together. If it's your first time joining me, if you've just popped over from Instagram, then welcome. I'm Laura Jo, and along with my husband Adam and Ken Terrier Gandalf, we own Adorn Jewellers of Chesterfield, Acorn Jewellers of Bakewell. Tonight, we're going to be finding out which gemstone promotes good health, which gemstone shares its name with a dog. Can you guess which that one might be? And which gemstone has been being carved since 3,000 years ago? Oh my goodness. I'm looking forward to see if you can guess the answers to those. Of course, if you are here, then do pop a comment on and say hi. It would be lovely to know that I've got your company tonight. The first pendant that I've got for you, the first piece of jewellery to show you tonight is blue goldstone. Now, I've got a gorgeous collection of blue goldstone currently at Adorn, a lot of it in the double-sided pieces. It's the piece that everybody is drawn to, so everybody pops over to the showcase and says, oh my goodness, what is that? It's so gorgeous and sparkly, and it is, isn't it? A little bit of a misnomer maybe, because it's perhaps more purple, the modern colour purple, I think, than it is blue. Very, very sparkly and twinkly. Now, blue goldstone is actually, to call it a gemstone, I suppose might be a little bit of a misnomer, because it is actually a created gemstone, so it's not found naturally. It's created by being fused in a similar way to glass. And it's created in lots of different colours. So we've got goldstone, which is, as its name suggests, a kind of goldy colour, a green goldstone, and we've got the gorgeous blue goldstone, which is one of my favourites. Always drawn to those sort of blue and purpley gemstones. Hi to Sharon, happy Friday. Hi to Jane, lovely to have your company and to see you tonight. So this beautiful piece is set in a reverse droplet shape. So the droplet shape kind of like that usually, isn't it? Hi to Gail, happy sparkly Friday to you as well. You're in Portugal, wow. Oh, that's so lovely. I hope the weather's being kind to you over there, Gail. We are expecting to bring us some sunshine back, bottle it. Yeah, bring it over here. It's been quite warm over here today, hasn't it? But it's been, I don't know what it's been like where you are, but in Chesterfield it's been quite close, very muggy, promising sort of threatening rain, and we've had a couple of mini, not even showers really, just a couple of maybe not, which is good because I've been out photographing today. I've been photographing these pendants actually that I'm going to show you tonight. Happy Friday to Kathleen, lovely to have your company. Lovely to be with you all tonight. And now the first creation of blue goldstone is attributed to Venice in the 17th century. And of course, Venice got that long history with glass and glassworks, the Murano glass. So it's sort of not definitely known, but that's what it's often attributed to. Hi to Linda, happy Friday. Lovely to have your company. Hi Georgina. And hi to Caroline as well. Lovely to be with you all tonight. And the beauty of this gorgeous, I'm going to call it a gemstone. I hope that you'll forgive me and just go with it. I know it's created, but you know, we can call it a gemstone, can't we? Hi to Leslie, happy Friday, lovely to have your company. Gail's touring around on the motorbike, weather and views are amazing. Oh, that's so good. You'll have to post some pics in Sparkle Pics. I hope it sounds like you're having an amazing time. Very well deserved as well. Loving the necklaces, Gail, thank you. An absolutely wonderful bail on this necklace as well. So it is just gorgeous. It catches the light really nicely, and it's a nice way to wear a sparkly piece that can be subtle as well as sparkly. So you could wear this with something very, very plain and it would really dress that plain piece up. or you could wear it with something very sparkly and it'd sort of take a little bit of a back seat and just catch the light and glitter. But you can see, even when I'm not particularly moving it an awful lot, this gemstone is sparkling so nicely. Good evening to Stephanie. Lovely to see you too. Happy Friday. It's lovely to have your company. So that is the blue goldstone, and that's the one that you're all loving at the moment. It's absolutely just gorgeous, isn't it? It's on one of my holiday pendants, as I like to call it. So on the reverse, we've got gorgeous Whitby Jet. Another firm favourite, and don't you just love the palette of this pendant? It means that you can wear it either way, and it's not too, you know, sort of over the top. It'll blend nicely with lots of different outfits, which I love. And Whitby Jet, of course, as the name would suggest, is found in Whitby in North Yorkshire and in and around the cliffs around Whitby as well. It's not found as much now. It's becoming more and more difficult to find Whitby Jet. And as you know, if you read my blog and keep up to date with the photos that I post here on Facebook or my holiday spam, we often beachcomb when we're on holiday down there. Hi Nolene, happy Friday. Lovely to have your company. And we do go and see if we can find some Whitby Jet. We're occasionally successful as well. We've found some nice pieces. But the thing is, with obviously with any gemstone, it starts off much, much bigger than the piece that you're going to end up with. So you always have to sort of have a look at how a piece is going to, how it's going to carve, how it's going to be shaped. But this is just a gorgeous, and it's got its own luster, hasn't it, Whitby Jet, which I absolutely love. It's sort of, it's very plain, but it's, I don't know, it's just got that impact, hasn't it? I think the way that it's set in silver as well, and that contrast. Happy Friday, Sarah. Lovely to have your company. And please say hello to Steph as well so I don't get in trouble. And hello to Casper too. And this piece is gorgeous as well because we've got the ornate sides on here. So you might have noticed the ornate bail, which we'll come back to in just a moment. But the sides on this piece are just gorgeous there. Just trying to get that in camera so you can just see. There, just catching the light beautifully. A gorgeous pattern around the edge. And you know, often we do our big feature hallmarks around the edge. And this time we've gone for just this beautiful pattern. Almost floral. So there, you can just see that. And then the bail that I mentioned earlier, a nice generous bail. So all of our pendants, of course, 16, 18 or 20 inch chain, as you know, and this is on a nice round belcher, which I put most of our pendants on. I tend to choose chains that let the pendant do all the talking, so the chain doesn't take too much away from the pendant. That's the favourite, the thing that I like to do. I have just had some beautifully chunky snake chains in there, so if you did want to add a little bit of a chunkier chain, then you could add this. This one's going to sit nicely on our torque as well. I'm wearing our halo torque tonight. Let's pop that off and then I can show you another new piece as well there, the flowers. It's going to be online in the next couple of days. Let's take the chain off. Whilst I'm doing that, tell me how your week's been. What have you been up to this week? We know Gail's over in Portugal, having a tour on the motorbike. Hi to Faye, happy Friday. Faye's just got back from the week on the East Coast, north of Whitby. Oh, so you've got holiday blues. Oh, I hope we can cheer you up then tonight. Yeah, fingers crossed. Seeing these pictures are cheering you up. Oh, that's great. Good news. I am pleased about that. Yeah, you do get a little bit of the holiday blues, don't you, when you come back and everything goes a little bit back to normal. So there is the pendant on the halo torque. So you can add it onto that. It will sit beautifully on your adorned torque as well if you've got an adorned torque. That's the oval shaped torque that we do. Let's just put that on and see where that would sit. There we are. So it's just going to sit nicely. If you haven't put your pendant on your torque before, it just lifts it a little bit. So it's going to sit just a little bit higher. It holds it a little bit more firmly. So if you're wearing a dress like I am today, then it's often nice to put it on your torque because it just holds it in place. Not that, you know, I think that's probably just me liking to have the lines straight with your jewellery. But yeah, it does appeal to me. And so that will just hold it that little bit more firmly than having it on a chain. So did you enjoy your holiday near Whitby, Faye? It's a gorgeous part of the country, isn't it? I absolutely love it. There's lots of lovely walks around there. The coastline is just amazing. One of my favourite places in the whole world. That is the blue goldstone side, she says. Not being able to see if it is or not. Yes, it is. That's good. Sarah says, looks fantastic on. Thank you, Sarah. It just sits nicely, doesn't it? It's a nice size. And I promised then when I was showing pendants, often the same as I do with earrings, try to put everything on when it's on the live so you can sort of get an idea and gauge the size. Obviously, I put the millimetre sizes and the inches on the website when you're looking, but nothing beats, I think, seeing a piece worn, does it? It's what jewellery's for. After all, it is what jewellery's for. There. So everything gone a little bit back to normal this week, I think. Kids are back at school, lots of people back at work. And we're sort of looking towards the autumn now, although it still does feel very summery, which is very gladly received, especially by me. I do love the sun, I'm enjoying it. And I know I spoke to a couple of you and you've been packing away your summer wardrobes and then had to hastily get them back out again. Which, yeah, I was talking about that today. We were talking about summer dresses. And I said, well, I have got summer dresses, I'm wearing one, but I don't really tend to have pieces just for summer. I'll wear this dress perhaps with a jumper over it and some boots and some leggings. And I like to do that with my jewellery as well because it's nice to wear it all the year round. And I know that a lot of you who watch the lives often with me will be laughing because you will know full well that I have got summer rings and winter rings. So when my hands are bigger, I've got a collection of rings that only fit in the summer when my hands are bigger. And I've got a collection of rings that only fit in the winter when my hands are smaller. I think I've just been having that discussion with myself about this, my ammonite ring, one of my new favourites, because I think this is going to be a summer ring, you know. I really want to wear it all the way through the year, but it is quite big finger size wise. I might be able to go up one finger maybe. Don't know. All these problems that I have, you see. Let me know, do you do the same? Have you got summer rings and winter rings, summer jewellery and winter jewellery, or is that just a me thing? You'll have to tell me. And equally with your clothes, do you have a summer wardrobe and winter wardrobe? £90 then, the pendant. Whitby Jet and Blue Goldstone. And I love that. Love that colour palette. We'll be thinking about sparkly things, won't we, soon when we come up for that winter and Christmas and New Year. It's always a good time for sparkle, isn't it? Absolutely wonderful. So the next piece I'm going to show you, I'm all about the gemstones tonight. Sarah says defo with the rings. Oh good, it's not just me then. That is good news. And Faye says visited Sands End. Oh lovely. Runswick. I love Runswick Bay. Staithes. Oh my goodness, so you've got good calf muscles then. Staithes is like that, isn't it? If you haven't been, or if you've not visited this part of the country, or you know, just over the border really in Yorkshire, then do go. It is absolutely beautiful. Saltburn, yes, I love Saltburn as well. I love the pier in Saltburn. It's lovely for a walk, isn't it? And Whitby as well, gorgeous. And Faye has summer rings and winter rings as well. See, you've all made me feel so much better. It's not just me that does that. That is good news. So all about the gemstones tonight then. I'm going to show you another pendant from this collection. Might have shown you this one, can't remember. You will tell me, I'm sure you will tell me, but I love this piece. Georgina had to unpack a dress because of the sun. Oh no, I know, it's sort of packing everything away, isn't it? And then you think, oh crumbs, here we go. But the warm weather, I think, makes it worth it, doesn't it? So thank you if you're one of the reasons that we've got this late summer. I love it. Please pack your clothes again away next year in the same way, and have to unpack them if it brings us this sun. That's fantastic. So Whitby Jet featuring in this piece as well. Love this piece. I've gone for a couple of these ornate pieces this time. And we've found that the simpler pieces are often more popular. This is a piece that you either like or you don't. Adam calls them our Marmite collection, because you either love them or you really don't like them. And we were talking today, I was talking with somebody came in to see me today, and we were talking about appreciating jewellery. And she was very much similar to me in that she can appreciate a piece of jewellery but not want to wear it. And that's how I feel often. And I always say it's like art, isn't it? A lot of art you appreciate, and you can sort of maybe even if you don't like it, you can see the work that's gone into it, and you can see why somebody would like it, but you wouldn't necessarily hang it on your wall. And that's the way with jewellery as well. You know, we've all got our styles, haven't we? Unfortunately, my style is everything. I've never met a piece of jewellery I didn't love. I have met lots of pieces of jewellery that don't love me. I've put them on and thought, oh no, I can't wear that. Isn't it funny? So Whitby Jet here again in this very Victorian farb. Absolutely gorgeous. And I do think that this would look lovely at neck level. I'm going to pop it on my talk to show you in just a minute. Yeah, Sarah knows what I mean. It's funny, isn't it, with jewellery? But I'm going to show you the other gemstones first. So we've got Whitby Jet on the front. We've got Blue John, our Derbyshire stone, on there as well. So the two British gemstones. And they're two very nice dark colour palettes. And then we've got the turquoise on there. And this turquoise is so beautifully fresh and minty. It's a lovely colour. It's showing up quite nicely on the screen as well. So it is quite true to colour with my screen. You might see it slightly differently, of course, because all of our monitors are slightly different. Really interesting veins in that turquoise as well. And turquoise only found in very dry and arid places, and changes colour. Well, it doesn't change colour, but it comes in a variety. It's found in a variety of different colours, from the really bright blue that we often associate with the Native American Indians to a really deep green. And I love turquoise. I haven't always loved it, I've got to admit. It's my birthstone. It's the birthstone for December. It's also the birthstone for the 11th wedding anniversary as well. So that's the traditional gemstone gift for that wedding anniversary. And I was a little bit sulky about it when I was younger, because I always wanted a sparkly gemstone, like a diamond or something, for my birthday. But as I've become older, I think turquoise is just so interesting. And of course I have got a tanzanite now as well for my birthstone. So there you go. So I've got my sparkle in the end. But I do love turquoise. I find it so fascinating. Georgina loves this one. Me too. I love the tactile nature of it, that you can just sit and turn it and spin it. And it would make a beautiful holiday pendant, wouldn't it? Which what I would call my holiday pendant, so you can choose the different gemstone for the different day. And turquoise has been carved for thousands of years. It was carved in China 3,000 years ago. It's been found in tombs in ancient Egypt because it's reputed to protect from evil spirits. And it's also said to promote good health, which I think is lovely. So it's a really hard-working gemstone, this one, isn't it? Fascinating. I love the spiritual properties of the gemstones. I think it's absolutely fascinating. And there's something just so special about them, isn't there? There's a reason that we've prized gemstones such as turquoise for years and years. And I think one of the main reasons is because they're beautiful, but they make us feel good as well when we wear them, don't they? They make us feel special. You can often put your jewellery on as armour, can't you? So if you're facing a difficult day, I always say that about pieces that you've bought from us, that if you are facing a difficult day, then you can put your piece of jewellery on that you got from Adorn or that you got from Acorn, and it's like having me and Adam and Gandalf and Kermit, actually, even as well sometimes, all standing there with you, while you're going to your interview, or whilst you're doing sort of the boring shop and you need a little bit of joy and a little bit of sparkle. You can put on your jewellery and just transforms you, doesn't it? Makes you into a bit of a superhero with all of our support behind you. So that's how that one sits on your neck. Actually comfortable to wear as well. It's the question that I get asked a lot about the fobs. And we do have jewellery in our collection that looks amazing, but you can sort of only wear it, for a very special event. So you can wear it for that short space of time. But this is a nice, comfortable one to wear. Very beautifully made. And a nice, big ring for the bail at the top. So really generous. That would fit on a bigger torque. So that will fit on your Adorn torque as well. And it sort of tells the story, doesn't it? So it brings it down onto here, all of this ornate detail, and brings your eye to the gemstones at the bottom. And I defy you, if you choose this piece, not to sit and play with it. I just know that that's what I would do all day. I'd have to keep turning it around and turning it around because it's so tactile. It's fab. So it does look great on your torque, but it looks equally fabulous on your chain. Let's put it back on there. And of course, like all of our pieces, a 16, 18 or 20-inch chain. So that's how it looked. Faye loves the tactile pieces you can play with. Me too, Faye. That is one of my favourite types of jewellery that we just can sit and play with, and it's good fun. So there, that's going to sit just about there. Can you see? On the chain. So just that little bit lower. This is an 18-inch, so it would sit just a bit higher on the 16 and just a bit lower on the 20. And the centimetres, 16 inches, 40 centimetres, so 40, 45 and 50 centimetres if you're a centimetres person. Sarah could have done with all of your jewellery today. Oh, Sarah, are you having a tough day? Well, look at all your sparklies here tonight. You've got your sparkly tribe to make you feel better. So we're all sending you lots of sparkly good wishes. I hope you can feel them coming through the atmosphere to you and coming through the universe. Georgina says, looks fab on the torque, doesn't it? I love that. Absolutely gorgeous. £130, this one. Just beautiful. Adds a new dimension to our holiday pendant as well, doesn't it? We've got 3 pieces now. We'll just have to go for 3 weeks on holiday. Oh, Sarah, you're having a bad week. Oh, no. Oh, that's awful. I do hope your week gets better starting from now. There you go. Let me know. If that works, you'll all be asking me to do the lottery next week, won't you? Yeah. But seriously, some good vibes coming your way. And it does work. It's, there's definitely something with that. I do like a bit of woo. And Gail says, agree, looks great on the torque. Oh, thank you. Gorgeous, isn't it? Talking of, look at this wonderful piece of blue John. A gorgeous purple in the bottom. And a gorgeous vein on the top. I love this shape as well, the rectangle shape. It's a really nice fob. And again, we've gone for the decorative edge on this one. Oh, you're most welcome, Sarah. I hope that comes to you. Celtic design around the edge, around the bottom as well. Gorgeous bail on the top. A nice texture to that bail as well. Very simple. So in contrast to the ornate piece that I've just shown you, this is a very simple bail. Lets the pendant do all the talking. And on the reverse, we've got a gorgeous moss agate. Now, if you watch frequently, then you'll know that moss agate is one of my favourite gemstones. It really appeals to me because it's so interesting. I could look at a piece of moss agate for hours and hours. You can imagine what it's like to spend time with me, can't you? Just sit in the corner and look at that moss agate, Laura Jo. Keep yourself busy. It would work, honestly, it would work. And look at the gorgeous colours. So we've got some sunshine in there, haven't we? The sunshine on that moss agate pond. Hello to Rachel. Lovely to have your company. Oh, it is beautiful, this piece, isn't it? I love this piece as well. Absolutely wonderful. And a very light piece of moss agate. Gorgeous, nice detail in the bottom there. Sharon loves this piece as well. It's beautiful, isn't it? Almost like clouds at the top, and then that fab blue john on the reverse with that purple. That's instantly blue john, isn't it? When you see these pieces that have got the veins in and very much the two colours, you can see instantly what they are. And I love that. I love the contrast of that as well. £165 this one. And I do love that piece. Again, just on that veil there as well. You put that on your torque. So let's just show you. There we are. So that one on the chain. I love that. And then just to put it on the torque. It's amazing how much more contemporary these pieces look on the torque. So it'll sit slightly differently on your Adorn torque than it will on your Halo torque, and differently again on your Love Heart torque, which I haven't got with me. I'm just wearing my Halo tonight. There we are. Fab. Gorgeous. Nice and comfortable to wear again. I do love having the gemstones next to my skin as well. And esoterically speaking, that's when it's said that you absorb the properties of the gemstone the best if they're next to your skin. So it's again nice to have that double-sided, isn't it? And going a little bit bigger, Leslie says, very striking piece of blue john. It is, isn't it? It's a gorgeous piece. I love the colours in that. Love the deep purple. Fabulous. So moss agate again in this piece. Can you tell that it's my favourite gemstone? I love that. A nice oval. So we've gone a little bit more plain this time. Hallmarks on the side, the feature hallmarks, because of course all of the pieces that I've shown you tonight are handmade here in the UK, just up the road from me in Sheffield in Yorkshire. And we were talking today about traditional crafts as well. It's something that I'm really passionate about keeping alive. It's why I work with a hand engraver. And it's why I have these fab collections. And not just because they're fabulous, because they are, you know, but it's nice that somebody cuts and polishes these gemstones, or sneak preview there, and then sets them, makes the settings, just wonderful. And Labradorite on the back, a firm favourite, named, of course, for Labrador in Canada, which it's found. And sharing its name. Labradors are obviously named for the same reason. This is a gorgeous piece of Labradorite, or Labradorite if you prefer. I don't. Largely because I find it more difficult to say. Because when I was learning about gemstones, I was taught that it was Labradorite, so you could remember where it came from, of course. So that's why I term it, but you might hear it called Labradorite as well. It's becoming more and more common to hear that that pronunciation. So really gorgeous deep blue. I always think this of the wizard stone. It's known as the memory stone, so it's very good for your memory. So honestly, some days, I don't know if you're the same, I could do with a suit made out of Labradorite if it's good for your memory. Faye loves the Labradorite as well, me too. It's one of my favourite gemstones, and I look at the flashes in this piece, are just stunning. Purples, blues. And Labradorite varies quite a lot, so from sort of the purpley blues down to the greeny greys. Just gorgeous. Yeah, Absolutely beautiful. So the moss agate, again, quite a nice, neutral, very restful colour palette on the front there. And then on the reverse with the labradorite, just a little bit more jazz, if you like. Again, on the chain, £180 on the chain. Let's show you. There we go. Sharon says, you think I need a piece of labradorite? Yes, to see if it, then you can let me know if it's good for your memory. There we go. You just got to remember to put it on. Let's show you on the torque as well. Whoops. Just bring that round. There we are. So you could put that onto your torque if you wanted to. And that's how that one would sit there. Just rest it that little bit higher. And of course you could wear your torque in a plain way and put your labradorite on a chain and wear them both if you wanted to. £180 this one, and that's on the chain, so 16, 18 or 20-inch chain. And then a little bit bigger. I feel like we could be on Bruce's Price is Right. Should we go bigger or smaller? Bigger. Let's go bigger. Let me show you this one. This is a sensational piece of Blue John. Look at the gorgeous markings in there. A Celtic style bale on the top and those big feature hallmarks around the sides as well. But the reverse is, if possible, even more interesting. Look. Oh, isn't that just gorgeous? It's another agate on the back, but it just fascinates me, this piece, honestly. I've been photographing it today, so I've been looking at it quite closely, and it's just amazing, isn't it? It looks like a sunburst. It's a very nice, natural, earthy colour. And I could just look at that all day. It's gorgeous. £220 this one on the chain. So you could wear that on the chain. There we are. Whoops. So there's on the chain. That's an 18-inch. So all of, if you were to just go for the standard, all of the pieces in the shop are on an 18-inch chain, but you can switch that for 16 or 20, whichever you prefer. You can go a little bit longer as well for a little bit extra. So we can do 22, I think, at the moment. There, that's on the torque. I'm biased because I wear my torque a lot in the summer because it's not as sort of close to my skin as the chain. So it also, I don't know, I think I've probably told you last time, it's also easier to clean than a chain. So it's very sort of lazy as well, because obviously being Mrs. Pale, I am very big on the sun cream. Hello to Catherine, happy Friday. Lovely to have your company tonight. And the last piece that I am going to show you, shall we go, let's do our Brucey bit again. Bigger or smaller? Higher or lower? Of course we're going to go bigger, it's me. You know that. Look at this piece of gorgeous Blue John. Sarah's loving the holiday pendants. Me too. I just adore them. They're sensational, aren't they? Georgina says, wow. Gorgeous. Another fascinating piece of Blue John. Lots of different shapes to be found there as well. If you look into that Blue John, there's lots of different ones to be seen. I love the way that you can see little hidden worlds and little secret shapes inside the Blue John stone as well. Again, with those feature hallmarks on the outside, a gorgeous hexagonal shape. I've chosen a couple of these hexagonal shapes this time and I just love them. They're so unusual. And I love the fact, for me, that you notice the shape first. So you sort of notice all hexagonal and then you look at the gemstone and it just fascinates, just pulls you in. Gorgeous Celtic bale there. And then on the reverse, Do you remember that I showed you a little while ago a blue tiger's eye ring? I've had people try the blue tiger's eye. It's either too big or too small. Oh, it's like me. It's too big for me. Oh, to my endless, upset and dismay. Probably a good thing, to be honest. But yeah, so I've still got the blue tiger's eye rectangle. She's at Adorn. So if she stole your heart when you watched her the other week, come and try her on. See if she's your Cinderella ring. I do love the blue tiger's eye. It's so unusual. And tiger's eye is all about finding inner strength. And I love that. It's bringing out the tiger that's inside of you. I love that as a property of this gemstone. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm just trying to show her to her best advantage because she's picking up the lights, which is great. But I don't know if you're getting the effect. There we go. Can you see how she moves? Isn't that fascinating? And the blue in there as well. Absolutely gorgeous. £250 this one. And that's on the chain, your 16, 18 or 20 inch chain. Let's show you how that one looks on. Whoops. There we are. Rachel says, wow, she is a very wow piece, isn't she? There, so that is on the chain. And then let me show you on the torque. Let's pop her on. Let's pop her tiger's eye side on, shall we? There. And that's how she looks on the torque. There we go. Gorgeous. So much movement in that gemstone, so many different colours. And having the blue john on the reverse as well. Gorgeous piece of Derbyshire. Lovely. I'm biased, but it's my favourite gemstone, I think, blue john. You're shocked, aren't you? You never would have guessed that. So I hope you found it interesting finding out some of the properties of gemstones tonight. There's lots of things in there that may be useful in a quiz, might they? You never know. And even if they're not, it's really nice to know, isn't it, that gemstone lore? And it's amazing to think how many millions of years, you know, a piece of Whitby jet, for example, has been in the ground and forming and fossilising, and it's travelled all that way on its journey and come to you. And I find that absolutely amazing. It's one of my favourite things about gemstones, the journey that they take just to be part of your jewellery collection. I've really enjoyed having your company tonight. I am going to be heading over to Instagram, where I'll do an Instagram live now. It's the same, but if you've got friends that prefer to watch Insta, you can tell them that I'm going to be over there. I'll be over there in about 5 minutes or so. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I've had a fabulous time. These pendants, a couple of them are going to be live pretty much now online, and the rest are going to be coming over the weekend. But of course they'll be with me at Adorn tomorrow, and if you'd like to take them to Acorn on Sunday, then let me know tomorrow and I'll make sure that they make their way over there for you to try. I'm sending lots of love then from my home to yours, and remember, until next we meet, eat, sleep, sparkle, repeat, and I'll see you soon. Bye everybody, see you soon. Bye bye, see you. Hope you enjoyed that whirlwind tour through gemstone lore and enjoyed having a look at some of our fabulous new pendants. If you'd like to learn more, then join us every week on Facebook at 7 o'clock, and you can also visit our website adornjewellerschesterfield.co.uk or acornjewelers.co.uk. Until the next time, see you soon.